Battery's dying on my phone. That's what it is. Battery is dying. Let me make sure everything's suited up in here and ready to charge up because I got to be out. I need a full charge anyway. So I should have had my charge on while I was doing the demonstration. All right, first things first. My name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILEG Technology Screen, which stands for Infusion Light Energy Gain. And we are working on a daytime projection screen. That's what we're working on. That's why you're seeing these demonstrations of outside all times of the day at 50 lumens, at 300 lumens, because that's what we're working on, daytime projection screen. But what we need to talk about is the gray screen. The gray screen is 50 shades of lies, because they lie to you about everything. They lie and say they're outdoor. You can use them outdoor, you can use them for commercial, you can use them for venue projectors, you can use them for pico projectors, you can use them for ultra shifter projectors. They work with 1080p, they work with 4K. They just lie. You're not working with any of that stuff at all, period. So, what if you can't afford a high-priced projector that has the ability to be able to be used in a fully lit environment? Pretty much keep contrast levels. So the contrast levels is going to fail horribly. Hold on for a minute. Let me get my cat out of here. Good. All right. You have the camera can't see you, so you come up. If you lick yourself, you can't see. Anyway, so as I said before, what are you really getting out of this? Now I got a QME2 projector, 720p projector. Doesn't have a lot of contrast on it. It's 300 lumens. We take this one outside to play around with it, use it on our technology. Let's see if the gray screen can help us. As you can see already, the contrast is horrible on the gray screen. So we're not going to even get that. Let's start off with some contrast levels. We'll do this one, the one with the black makeup. I like doing this demonstration. Show you what we're getting. So this is how bad it's going to come up on a gray screen. Mind you, we're in a commercial environment. We're in the office right now, so it's commercial. We have 24,000 of lights. 24,000 of lux lights over top of our head, and it ain't functioning here. We can't get the gray screen to work. Now this is going to cost you more money. You know why? Because you're going to keep spending money for more high-powered projectors to fix the problem with the gray screen. Now you've been told you have to calibrate. I've heard people say in videos it'll look better once we calibrate, and still in the dark. Mind you, we're making the statement. Now this paint's special. The reason why this paint's special, because we all know this is followed by the name. I don't have to mention you, buddy, because it is the product that we sent over to you. It is your stuff, by the way. Crow 1176, which now changed his name to our name, so again, he's weird. But anyway, as I said before, he refused a package. Now in the package we sent to him was this actual paint. The video showing him making it. It's him in the video making the product. We made two versions. We made the exact same version that he made in the video, and we made an upgrade version which actually does have Metallica in it and has silver mica, which was sent to him. The tracking number shows that he sent the item back. Never opened it, didn't even make the attempt, sent it back. So that should tell you right there, at the end of the day, this is his product and he won't back it. Sad thing about it is he backed it when he was taking money out of people's pockets. So you can see, nothing but a big lie. Now he did a demonstration on a P2 projector with a 2-1 contrast. He stuck it in a dark environment. He tried to fake that he was pulling up real heavy contrast levels. Mine was in the dark the entire time. That's the same woman, same makeup. Except for this time we're in a fully lit environment and we're using that 300 lumen projector and we're not kissing the screen. Okay, let's see some nice pretty colors in there. Great colors. There we go. So you see that ashy gray look? This is what comes up in a lot of his videos. I've watched a lot of his videos. The Frankenstein came with the same ashy look to it. This is the same ashy look to it. Gray screens give off this kind of look to them. Anyone to tell you that any gray, whether it be certified, whether it be a mix at the end of the day, it's going to pull off 100% contrast, and its ambient rejection is not ambient rejection. 2.0 is not a good gain. It's a very low gain. White screens have that now. White screens have 2.0, 0.0, 1.0. That's what they have. That's why you never see white screens in fully lit environments, and neither you see gray screens. Gunmetal screens, on the other hand, have much higher gains. And the reason why a gray screen doesn't have a 2.0, because a black diamond has a 1.4, and that can operate in this environment right now. So how would you have a 2.0? See, none of the contrast is coming with it at all whatsoever. Let's grab something else. I'm going to throw a line of owl, hooty hoot. That's what I mean by contrast is everything. Can't game without contrast. Can't watch movies or sports without contrast. And last I checked, Darth Vader's armor is black, not gray. And in our technology, pulls up all the colors, the contrast, everything. With no problem. Got the same kind of light almost in the courtroom. An orangey, ashy color that comes with the gray screen. That's what a lot of you are picking up. Turn those lights on, you get that orange, ashy look. Now, if you have a white screen, you're upgrading to a gray screen, you're downgrading. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, upgrading to a gray screen. If you paid for a gray screen, you're wasting your money. And also, too, I strongly advise never, ever buy a black technology without black on black tests. You want to make sure you're getting exactly what you paid for. You also need those white level tests. Are very important that you have those on multiple different types of projectors and different types of environments, including outside. You don't want to mess around and get black paint in the mail. That's why we can back our products up in any courtroom. I know, or something's tested. Now, for those of you who think at the end of the day, well, I should what? Spend the money for a more expensive projector to get the gray screen to function? No, I'm not doing that. Now, I can do it for far cheap with our technology. Maybe we should turn out the light. No, we're not doing that either. If I'm buying your product at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you from the door, I'm using a cheap projector between 16 and 15 bucks, 50 bucks. I'm not spending money for high-end contrast. I'm not calibrating the machine. I'm not buying a brand new machine, and I'm not changing my environment. So you're going to have to work with my environment. can you sell me your product at the end of the day? We're working here, no problem. Is my screen going to wash out and fade? Am I going to read my contrast levels at 100% without paying money for a high-end projector to try to get that to work when it won't? So how are you going to save me some money at the end of the day and improve my screen quality at the same time? How are we doing this? First thing you're going to tell me is that without me spending the money, it's an investment at the end of the day that I need to spend money. That's what you're going to tell me. In order to get the best quality, I have to spend some money. Liar. I didn't spend any money here. I spent $40 for that Pico projector I got in front of me right now. So you just lied to me. And then put some kind of jacked up policy in there so I can't fight back, I can't get my money back, can't get exchange, can't do jack, because you never tested it. So most people do, they go to PayPal. They file a complaint against you. Those are the nicer ones. Other ones do chargebacks from you guys. You have no way to back that up anywhere whatsoever. And the ones that know their rights will take it to court. Can't back it up. Paint's a waste of time. Now, if those who make gray screen paint products and you feel we're attacking you, it's the truth. You cannot read a contrast level to save your soul. I literally just watched a demonstration of a guy taking a fluorescent screen and putting it right up against next to a window. And then darkening the shades, shutting the shades on that window. And you're working an ultra short throw at that. You're right on top of the freaking screen. You got to go through all that nonsense. And you're right there. You're already right there. So that's sad. That's really sad. And I have the nerve to say, it's like a TV. No, it's not. Stop it. Just stop it. You're embarrassing. It's not like a TV. $85 monitor over here, it works better than your ultra short throw projectors. I can run that with the lights on, and I can even watch a Star Wars movie off of it in a dogfight in outer space with 100% black. Can't give me that on your screen, your setup. So it's the projector's fault? No, it's not the projector's fault. The projector works perfectly fine. It's the screen's fault. See how realistic our colors look? Gray screen has that dull, ashy look to it. Oh gee, snowboarding. Let's grab some white levels. Now, again, I have to do this outside. I've done these demonstrations on site multiple times, around dozens of people. If anyone feels at the end of the day that we're using some kind of camera trick, sign the contract for $1 million. I'll see you in court. I'll do the same thing in the courtroom we're doing right now. Heck, you can even hold my phone if you want to show us how I did it. So if you can't figure that out, and we know you lied on camera, then you're facing some very serious problems. Like that lawsuit to begin with. And if you find out you did enough of these videos, like maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, then criminal charges come next. So don't say things you can't back up. I would love to do this in the courtroom. Who's going to give me the opportunity for this one? Now, every time we ask to give us the opportunity, no one steps foot. Just got a bunch of people on the channel talking about some dumb nonsense. No one steps up and does it. Come on, walk us into a courtroom. I gotta claim my stuff doesn't work. I'm about to hit that transition screen in a few minutes. It's going to change over to the black with the orange, red coming up. That gray paint is going to do well. Yep, here we go. Told you. Getting too well at all. Didn't even pick up the color correctly. Look at that. So this projector at 40 bucks, 720p, the Q2, Q2 is absolutely worthless on a gray screen, as you can see. Absolutely worthless. I'm going to take some pictures of this. I need some pictures from the forum site, take shots of this, but absolutely no point buying it. So if we can't get this to run on your screen, the other projector is definitely not working at all. Mind, the more light that actually applies to your surface, if it can't absorb, the faster your screen washes out. Where's the rest of that OG? I didn't supposed to be black on that side. OG beta fish. Oh, definitely do this one. Even the commercials for those ashes. Ashy fish coming into beautiful black screen and showing off amazing colors. Now the reason why we ask people, for those who don't know, to walking into a courtroom, because we challenge anybody. We challenge anybody who's going to sit there and say at the end of the day that we're using special tricks and cameras and whatever. Let's go to court over this. We'll send you a document, you sign it, and we'll show up for court. And then that document says, if you lose that case, you owe me $1 million. Are you willing to sign the contract? Now I heard somebody come and say, but you don't even have the money. No, we don't. And I'll still sign it. I'll sign it for $100 million. And I'll still kick you behind in that courtroom like I'm doing right now on this camera. So you willing to sign? It tells you right there that you're in a lot of trouble. If we catch you making videos about our products that are not real. Because if I can make a statement like that, how much more we have the evidence already, and we don't even need you to sign anything, we just come get you. And you're in a lot of trouble. Like doing fake unboxings, claiming that that's our product, using the United States Postal Service to commit those crimes, taking your face next to a thumbnail with a bunch of receipts that claim to be our receipts when they're counterfeits. Not gonna go well. Skyworth food demonstration. Okay, blue water comes up ashy. Can't pick up blue properly. Somebody in a grade 4 site say, but you gotta calibrate the projector. No, we don't. Who the freak gets to calibrate a projector? Who wants to calibrate a projector? No one wants to calibrate a projector. The average consumer that's buying a projector for the first time does not want to calibrate that thing. They want to turn it on and use it. Like we did with the projector I have over here. I paid $16.25. You see me calibrating that thing? I took it out, hit the screen with, done. That's it. Calibrate a projector. Oh, heck no. Stuck in some dark environment all day long. Heck no. Ashy grass. Everything that comes with ashy on that side. Yeah, we took the long way around, didn't we? Portion in the background is faded. pool is faded on the gray screen. I can see that. I'm gonna hit that red. Red's washed out. Can't pick up the black levels on the hair. A lot missing. Look at them. They're already mad and upset and bitter. I bet you right now, like I said, on the channel, crying already. I guarantee you. But it's the truth. What are you crying about? It's the truth. It's your product, right? You had the opportunity to go back up the product. You didn't back it up. What are you crying for? Man, that's not a picture painted of a Karen. I don't know what it would be. The product doesn't work. It's like there's an ashy gray over. Look at that. That's actually horrible. Well, here we go with this. And the red doesn't even pick up correctly. Look at that. Look at they call it a fruit. Okay, look how ashy it is. They didn't even pick up the red correctly. Yeah, if you gotta tell me I gotta spend more money for a projector to get this gray paint to work, it ain't happening. Well, lucky it's not the 15%er. It's going to be a different color. Oh, okay, man. Now, again, for Fernando, you know he's going to cry about this. If you sit back there and say, oh, that would you would never be what? You had the opportunity. The package was at your door. You had to do a sign for it to show, prove me wrong. You couldn't prove me wrong because you know I was right. Number one, that would have matched all your gray paints in there easily with no problem. And number two, your product doesn't work. And you know it doesn't work. That's why you refuse the package. Now, if you decide you're going to make your own, we don't trust you on that. You cheat. You do dirty stuff, like the apple barrel stuff you put in there. You're trying to make the paint look black. You change the colors of it. That's what you do. It's not going to help you anyway. The package is right there. All you had to do was sign for it and you would have had it. Opportunity only knocks once. You ever heard that saying before? The reason why? Because he couldn't, no way to cheat. He couldn't get out of it. His lids were glued on. So it would have showed he would have been in them. So no, we don't trust you to do it yourself. That's why I sent it up for you. You're not going to show it. Yep, that's my case. Red screen. Blue screen. Is it going to go well? Give me that one right there. There we go. No, that's first. Yeah, it doesn't read at all. Oh my goodness. I hope green screen picks up. Green screen. This one usually does pick up. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, not that either. Purple screen. Purple screen. Purple. Nope, not that either. Light blue screen. About the 50 shades of lies, man. Look at this. Don't pick up. Light blue. Let's try this one, light blue. It's got that grayish look to it, that taunty gray. Light blue again, see if this will pick up. No, can you even see gray? Gray screen. You are a gray screen. So you should be to pick up. Oh, this is not going to go well. Yeah, I knew it already. This will be the same color it shows up. See the color? That's supposed to pick up. Let's go to another gray. See if it picks up here. No. So it's a gray screen that literally can't pick up gray screen, like a gray color next to a black screen. Oh, we can't go to the dark colors. It won't read it at all. Period. Let's go over here. It's no. Whatever. It's like dark coffee brown. That's not going to pick up. Oh man, what the freak? Who buys this stuff? Slow color changer. Who bought this stuff? Oh, I can't look at this anymore. It's too much. I'm not trying to be rude. It's bad. I'm a person who wants the best when it comes to my hookups at the end of the day, my setup. And that is pretty bad. And it was all yellow. Good way to pick up on that. Dark brown. Oh, this is not going to go well. Dark red screen. Dark red. You got the dark colors have to be in it too. Can't do all of that color stuff in it too. Dark blue. Okay, that's a complete other thing. 4K snow screensavers. Let's see if you can make my screen unwatchable. Super dark. I don't like that stuff. Nope, they ain't turning my stuff dark. Let's go to all the white levels and show this whole 50 shades of lies. We're going to call it Crow's Refusal Metallica. Well, we can't call it Metallica. We don't have Metallica in it. Well, this one does. But the other ones didn't have it in there. I don't know why we call that Metallica mix. You know, it started with a lie from the door. Look at that. Get another one. Now, you know what's too Rex's credibility? Well, his credibility is already wrecked already. But the fact that you claim you can make my product at the end of the day, and you can't even test your own stuff. So again, how are you making anyone else's product? You're afraid to do your own stuff. Hey, you don't know what you're doing. That's like watching somebody drive a car on the opposite side of the road blindfolded. You know it's going to be something bad's going to come out of that. Nothing good's going to come out of that. Can't even test his own stuff. So those you don't know, that is his product right there. Same stuff we sent over to him. What are you going to say at the end of the day? Oh, that's not my stuff. Oh. Why you just do the demonstration? Next what? We're going to send over our painting? You to bring this and that back to us too? Because they'll crown that one. Oh, you can't do that one because I don't entertain scammers. Yeah, okay, sure, buddy. You're a scammer yourself. That's why you sent the paint back. That is definitely 50 shades of lies. Fernando, you know what's going to happen if you don't get this demonstration right in that program. We got over 30 accounts of basically making statements against our company saying our products came out too dark. Do you have any idea? You're not going home, I'll tell you right now. You are definitely going to wear them handcuffs right out of that courthouse. He is not going home. You got so much stuff on this line. He just touched the license. He's not going home at all, period. We'll watch him cart you away. Man just says, sir, you're going to press charges today. Heck, definitely we do want to press charges. Mind you, we already have, because we filed these documents against him already at the court with Allentown Police. They just filed one about the whole license nonsense. So since that's already there, all I got to do is just cart you off. It depends on whether you get bail or not. So just keep it there. But then again, if these guys get involved, you're not going anywhere at all. They're definitely going to keep you. Oh, such lies. He tells such lies about his products. Look at this. You know what makes this paint so much more interesting than the rest of the ones we purchased? Is the fact that these are the ones he refused to touch. And mind you, it wasn't just going against the Metallica Mix 2.0. We tested this pre-mix against all the paints and they all matched. Now, if he thought that I was a liar, and I wasn't telling the truth on camera, then I sent you up the product so you can prove that I'm a liar. And what did you do? You sent the product back. So that makes you the liar. Oh, this is beautiful, man. You couldn't have neighbors like me with a window. You couldn't have I couldn't be your neighbor with a window like that. That's just too tempting. That's just too tempting right there. You'd be sitting there chilling. I'd be putting on an abominable snowman outfit just to mess with you. You couldn't have that. Not around me. You couldn't have it. You'd have freaking like Chewbacca out there in the snow and I'd hire Ewoks to run around there. Yeah, I was just having fun with you all day. Of course, you'd be cool because I always quote my neighbors window, but not all of them, but something like that. Yeah, we'd be cool at the end of the day. Because you would probably know, but I'll let you in on the joke. But we get somebody and scare the crap out of them. You probably might be dressed up in the costume with me too out there carrying on and acting up. So you about to do what? Just like the bomb stern and run past your window. And you in? Oh, heck yes. Who's going to be in there? My wife and her friends. You imagine looking out there in that snow, you see them running past? Wow. That's beautiful though. I can watch a movie right off that glass. Do you know that technology? Right off that glass with no problem. I would do that top bay area right here. I would take all that out, put our technology there, because you're going to see right through it anyway, and I'd watch a movie right off of it. That'd be cool to watch. Middle of a snowstorm, and you watch. I saw somebody who had one like that too. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful setup. And let's go through all these snow demonstrations. Bam! I like this one right here. I like that little house in the back. Now, the reason why we have such an outstanding record on our technology producing such a high white level, of course, AG47, and the fact that we test our products on white surfaces, not gray. Why so test a white level demonstration on a gray screen? It's just backwards. All right, let's go. Let's check out some of these over here. Oh, but isn't that beautiful? It's just downright beautiful. Still waiting for my screen to turn dark. I'm watching you. Right now, there's some YouTuber screaming in his living room right now. Daddy! Daddy! Everybody's like, what is wrong with you? It's that Kenneth Bird! That Kenneth Bird, he's doing it again. What's he doing? What am I doing? Explain what you doing. What am I doing? Backing my product up, beating the data out of the screen. You got paint on your wall that you paid a lot of money for, and you basically didn't get what you could paid out of it? Oh, yeah. See? And this is why when you people watch my channel, this is what they see me doing to your screens. Crushing them. Crushing them. Crushing your screens. Crushing them. You make up all these excuses that your screens have power. They have no power. No power at all. We're crushing them. Crushing them. Yes. You want to see ultimate crushing. I will show you ultimate crushing. Are you ready for ultimate crushing? This is crushing. Look at your screen. No pull, no nothing at all whatsoever. We crush it. Crush it. By the way, Russian accent. I love it. When people get in and say, oh, what up? No. Don't be that ignorant person at the end of the day. Don't hurt yourself like that. And all Russian people are bad people. There are a lot of beautiful people that are Russians. I love their freaking accents. We got Russian in our family too, by the way. Yep. And they don't have the accent, but the ones that come over have it. They have the accent. So the ones that have it, they have the accent. It's beautiful. I know some talk all day long. Well, I understand darn where they're saying back, and this don't talk all day long. I love their accents. Who is it? Somebody thought we was gonna get bust on them because of, Canada. I had a friend from it was Canadian. It was Canadian. And the first when he said that I'm from Canada, he said, okay, guys, no jokes. There ain't no jokes in here for you. I asked him all kinds of questions that we wouldn't know that it was a great place to play hockey at. Because I know y'all got some beautiful. I play hockey. I ice hockey myself. Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. Open pond out there moving as fast as you want to be. No cars, no people, nothing in your way, but just open ice up in the day. Oh my goodness, I'd be excited. Only thing I'd be worried about is just going through something. That's basically about it. If I crash the jets. Food, you ask questions like that. What's your food like? I got that maple syrup over there, right? I love pancakes. I love pancakes and maple syrup too. What do you all eat for breakfast? What do you have for lunch? What do you have for entertainment over there? So he's probably expecting for us to give a lot of Canada jokes, but no, we're just curious about what's his life like over there. Like, tell us some stuff, man. That's basically about it. We just want to know. We're here to know. Tell us something. Like, really? You got that? Like, how does that work? So and so. See, stuff like that. Because we're not ignorant. But he probably met some ignorant people on there. That's why he came in. Like, okay, I'm from Canada, but don't start with the jokes. What jokes? What are you talking about? Got questions to ask you. Remember that? They do got that maple syrup over there. The maple syrup and buttermilk pancakes got to be the bomb over there. I would literally go to Canada just for some freaking pancakes. Because I know they have pancakes banging over there. I would literally go all the way over there just for pancakes. I know they got them good pancakes over there. And hockey. You can't get any better than hockey and pancakes. I don't drink stuff from that story, but hockey and pancakes, you got me. Definitely would be over there. Oh. Every time I get a customer from Canada, like, what's your pancakes over there like? I know you got the good pancakes. Come over one day. One day. I'll be there one day. Yep. Do a little ice hockey and get some pancakes. And whatever else I've got done there, I'm going to check it out. I like to go to all the musicals, plays, shows, all that stuff. And mom and pop stores, shopping for some nice clothes. Got some nice gear down there. I know they do. Some good hiking boots. I got some fantastic hiking boots. I like hikers. Tron 4K. What?
I don't really like him many things.
I'm not doing 14. I don't want to do 14. I don't want to do them semi-am. I don't want to do green eggs and ham. I don't want them with the hat. I don't want them with the cat. I don't want them with the goat. I want them with the boat. I do not like them semi-am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I want to have the tree of it. How would it be? That's not part of it. Just me enough. Anyway, that's what your movies are like on a gray screen. Man. Every time I look at a screen, a gray screen, trying to pull up a contrast of one color, it's like walking through a door and just having Mike Tyson punch you in the face. That's what it's like. Just punch you in the face, Mike Tyson. And the minute you say, well, what was that for? You know what it's for. You bought a great screen. 50 Shades of Lies. Lies. Kind of get that I don't know why. The I know why theory is like, I don't know why the contrast isn't working. I don't know why the color doesn't work. I don't know why I can't use it in a fully lit environment. I don't know why it's so poor when I take it outside. I don't even know why I paid for the thing to begin with. I don't know why my projector doesn't look the way it's supposed to look when I first got it, because it looks on the gray screen. I don't know why. Oh my goodness, you get that I don't like blues. I don't know why. I don't know why blues. That's what you got. The I don't know why blues. Now, for people who have gray screens, it's time to step into the future with the ultimate black technology, which we have right here. Look at the comparisons of how a movie looks on our technology versus, oh, we got this one, Batman versus Bane versus a gray screen product that the owner who made it can't even back it up. Did I say back it up or pack it up? That was one of my slides, right? Back it up or pack it up. Look at this. He did that demonstration with the Batman on the roof, the guy's roof. He jacked that screen up. He couldn't pick up the cinema bar. See how my cinema bars come out black? So they come from the gray screen? So he, I don't know what he was trying to show, some Batman movie. It looked horrible. Hold on, man. Look at Bane sitting there. Where is the rest of the background that's missing? Look at this. Just completely washed out. Look at the cinema bars. Look at the cinema bars at the bottom. Cinema bars tell the whole story. Where the cinema bars? They're gray. That's what we saw on the screen outside. And it's custom. Break your back. That's right around the time I walked out of the movie theater. Somebody talking like he got sore throats, and it was like a sore throat, and the other one talking like he's have a cereal bowl. I was like, "Darn, I can't do this." So I've never seen this movie, the whole thing. I think clips had it because it's really dark. I like it, but other than that cereal bowl and that freaking guy. Tell me to seen Batman. Don't get me wrong, I like Batman. I just didn't like that version of it. That cereal bowl and that other nonsense. Now Batman with Joker right there, that one was amazing. He did a good job with that. Still that raspy voice he tried to do. No, Joker was much better than he was. And here we go. Didn't Ben Affleck play Batman? I didn't like Ben Affleck did Batman. I didn't. I didn't like it. No. How you gonna tell somebody to stay calm and you dodging out of traffic, crashing through walls and hitting boosts and everything else? Stay calm. How are you driving? You want me to stay? Look, you're gonna stay calm. Oh my goodness. Now you see the gray screen? Look how horrible that looks. That's awful. This is what some of you guys are going through right now. You're a dedicated theater and set up and right in your home. That's how bad it looks on a gray screen. You see what this technology does to a white screen, man. The white screen doesn't even exist next to this technology. Crazy. Yeah. Alright, so where did we go next? Let me see. Oh, let's get something lighter. Transylvania. Hotel California. People want to set up for your kids to watch cartoons or whatever. And again, some people do want the lights on, especially when their kids are running around and back there carrying on acting up. I know, trust me. If you knew some of my little ones, they get in trouble. So lights on. And that's one of the things when I was over at the caring place, they wanted a screen that could fire up in the classroom with all the lights on because, you know, kids get in trouble back in class so they can see everybody and what they're doing. And that's what they like about the technology. You can have all the lights on. Cheaper than a TV. Cheaper than a TV. I said that twice, right? There we go. Look how the colors are washed out. Oh, that ashy gray. We have lotion. We need lotion. I put lotion on the screen. Put lotion on my screen. Let me see. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh man, that was just down right off. We got anything else on here we want to do? Let me see, because we got a little time here. That 50 Shades of Lies. Well, we see right now, you're not pulling color, you're not pulling contrast. That's just not going to happen whatsoever. Oh, let's do some LG. LG 4K demonstrations. Now, he had this up on the P2 projector, right? We don't have a P2 over here. We just have a Chrissy. So we have a Chrissy. We got a Cumi. A Cumi 720p projector Pico. That's what we have over here. There we go. Pico system. Cumi actually my projector. That's all we have. And then we got all this light over top of the ceiling hitting our screen. So we don't have a $3,300 projector. Just this little projector should work just fine, right? You shouldn't have to spend any more money. Why would you want to spend more money? I didn't even see the color. What? Man, I never get the time I actually made Little Caesars. I said I can't eat this pizza. I can smell it, so I couldn't eat that pizza. Because the sauce, the freaking everything else they make, and I can eat, but that I can't eat cheap sauce. Cheap sauce makes me want to oil. Yeah, and I told her, I said, no, I can't eat that pizza. It'll make me throw up. I can smell it. Smell like, for me, it smells like the cafeterias back in the day. They make spaghetti that had that smell of being in the hallway. That's what it reminds me of. I can't eat that pizza. If I'm eating pizza with sauce, it's rare I can find a place I'm going to have a sliced pizza without throwing up. Now, they make that white pizza. They use that white sauce. I can use that. I can eat that. That's no problem. And we got that pizza. No sooner I took a couple of bites, I was like, where's your bathroom at? I threw that stuff right on up. Can't eat cheap pizza. That's why I get when I get pizza, I get freaking no sauce on it, white pizza. And then when I had the freaking lung damage, and I couldn't have any cheese or dairy products because it would build up mucus in my chest and make it hard for me to breathe. You know how hard it is to order pizza now? Because now I can't even have the cheese. So what do I have on it? Just meat and bread. That's pretty much what I have. That movie would have got down to one point. Until I figured out they had made vegetarian, plant-based cheese. I tried all that stuff. That stuff is fantastic, man. I'd rather go plant-based any day. So I had to buy the pizza and then put the cheese on it and redo it again because I can't have that other cheese on it. Now I can have cheese now. It's good. I'm good. But before, yeah, that sauce got to be made by scratch. That makes me sick. I'm making my phone short. Y'all want to be out tonight? Yeah, where'd you put the phone? Oh, couldn't find that first. We're on the phone. We are 64. Okay, I gotta clear some room somewhere out here too. Oh, man. I'll grab us some LG demonstrations off of here real quick. This is one LG Foods. Oh, let's definitely grab this one. Gray screen, gray screen, gray screen, gray screen. Now, for those you don't know, this is an upgrade version of the Metallica mix. It actually is the Metallica mix because it has Metallica in it. The other one he made didn't have it. And for those of you saying you keep saying he, Pro 1176 used to be his channel. You type up, it still comes up the same way. Whatever he changed, it still comes up the same way. Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, if you want to get mad about him saying his full name. And dude, it's on your freaking LLC, Delinquent LLC, it's on there. What's your address? So, I'm not basically, he calls doxing. how would that even be possible? If you're seeing it right on your LLC or delinquent LLC, you don't even have one. This is where we sent it to, your business. And you can't say because your website's no longer there, you're not in business, technically you still are in business because the LLC is still standing. Look how badly that looks. Oh, look at this. Colors washed out. Reds are washed out. Blues are washed out. Reds are washed out. Now, do other gray screens do this? Yeah, they do. Because they need that. You have to have that. You have to have that 100% contrast to function. They tell you at the end of the day you don't need it. Yes, you do need it. A freaking Captain Kirk planet you live on at the end of the day. You have to have a 100% contrast. And if you feel at the end of the day that the projector is going to fix this for you, man, that's the biggest lie you ever tell yourself, because I did it myself. With the BenQ MS800. And the difference between why it doesn't look like his product, you know why? Because we're not spending the money for a high-powered, expensive projector, and we're not sitting in a dark environment with a bunch of Christmas tree lights behind the back of the screen. We're in a fully lit commercial environment at 24,000 lumens striking the screen. And we don't have a 3,000 lumen projector, we have 300. We're not at 4K at a tri-laser projector. We're using an LCD projector at around 300 lumens, 720p in WXGA. But we don't have all the big bells and whistles that the big boy projector has. He uses over there, and we're not kissing the screen. And the screens, yeah, it's horrible. So this is your paint, right? So curious, how come it doesn't look the same way when we have it? And here it's completely different. And here, but when you have it alone on a standalone in a dark environment on that high-end projector, it looks different. Customers don't even look the same way. Oh. All right. Now, am I just saying his paint does this? No. All of them do this. All gray screens have this effect. We did the gray screen walk around. I showed you when we did the walk around that everybody who claimed to have an ambient projection screen sat in the dark. Now, you remember doing this demonstration, Fernando? In the dark, of course. Now, I know you're going to try to bring your Cinemax up by saying, no, buddy, you refuse to paint. This paint would have matched your Cinemax. As a matter of fact, this matched, I know that for a fact. And I know for a fact that what we had in there in that container with the 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons, sorry about that, 3 tablespoons, darker, 3 tablespoons in that mica would have definitely matched. It's the same color as Network Gray 773. That gray mix would have gave them that. We're going to call it the extra mix. The extra Metallica mix would have definitely gave that screen a hard way to go. This is what I find interesting about models. That you start off in a ratty old apartment, because not a lot of them start off with money. They don't. So they start off at the bottom, an old apartment, whatever, in New York City. You got to save money for pictures and photos and an agent and all that stuff like that. So you really can't have that stuff. And most likely, you can't eat a lot of food because you don't wreck your body. Because again, your body at the end of the day is your investment. But either way, you still don't have the money to really get food because again, things cost money, things are expensive. And then when you become famous and you got that money to have anything the freak you want, you still can't eat. When they walk by, see all that buffet of beautiful food and they can't eat it. Unless you're going to right back up. Now, if I say all models are like that, Not saying all of them, but a majority, enough of them were for that reputation to stick. Now, if I'm going to be a model at the end of the day, I'd rather be a plus size. You know what? Hey, the freak I want to eat at the end of the day. That's what I would do. And they make a lot of money. A lot of money. I'll do that any day. You get what you want. Shoot, your plus size model. You get skinny, they're like, no, you're too thin. You can't be a plus size model. Yeah, I'll be a plus size model any day. Yeah, definitely. I'll have a lobster? Really? I'm getting some of that. Shoot. Yeah, you gotta be to eat. I like people that can eat. I like to eat. I work out, but I like to eat. You go to a steakhouse, can't be sitting like, can I get a salad? No. We can eat over here. Especially when it's all covered in barbecue sauce. That's my weak spot. That barbecue chicken. I go to a steakhouse and eat freaking steak. I'm not a big steak fan, but the barbecue, the chicken, you got chicken over here? Oh, you do? Ribs? I do ribs. No, they soft. They can fall off the bone. They tender, yeah, and drenched in barbecue sauce, and they gotta be trenched. Not that freaking cheap. Take a brush and wipe them on, and then bake it in, and you're done. No, we don't do that. We drench that barbecue sauce. I'm gonna drench. Bring me a freaking pot full of barbecue sauce and stick some ribs in it. That's how I like my barbecue sauce. I like my stuff drenched. Yeah. When I get done, I drink the barbecue sauce. It's tradition. No, actually, I would drink the barbecue sauce. I love barbecue sauce. If you made a barbecue sauce drink, I would drink it. I like barbecue sauce. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. Well, getting back to the screen, yeah, pretty much past it. We beat the crap out of the screen. When I start talking about other topics, I think it's already from the door. I've seen enough. Everybody else has seen enough. The screen ain't working no matter what we pull on it. Here, watch this. TLC 4K demonstrations. That's a nice bright demonstration. Let's see if this works. TCL 4K demonstration. Which one you want to go? Let's take this one first. Let's go right down the line. Oh, no, that ain't gonna pick up. Black level is on the way. Color level is on the way. 50 Shades of Nice. And turn on the lights. Lights. This ain't right. Got me crying with all my might. Getting ready to fight. It's just funny. It don't work. It just don't work for Jack. This is what we went through. We had this paint over. How many projectors I own? I owned 80 projectors at one point. We couldn't get that paint to work for Jack. It wouldn't work inside. It wouldn't work outside. We tried everything. I even tried to help him out. And we just couldn't get it to work. This stuff don't even work. See a flashback of this mess. This one got on camera like that. That's disgusting. He's selling this stuff. 50 Shades of Lies. Oh, we gotta be outside with the screen. It's not gonna go well. It's gonna wash out, man. It's gonna wash out worse than this. Hope you didn't put on your original color. Your stuff works outside. Let's give me this one here. Bam, should this work? The lighter. Ah, look at the road. Road didn't even pick up. Oh. Torture. Ah, look at face. It's bad. It's horrible. I expect better. There's no way in the world gaming on that stuff. I think with all that shit, gaming applications. We're gonna do gaming applications and we come back, I'll be tired and come back in all-star. I'm gonna do it anyway. Gaming applications on the stupid picks up. They won't even pick up Pac-Man. Pac-Man has all black background. Oh, We need to go here. Might as well. Let's hit this too.
Some call this chaos.
Let's bring in some gameplay. You can get anything you run off the screen. Ah, that's hard. I can't look at it. I just can't look at it. Ah! Alright, try turn your head. Look at it. Ah! Man, where's the gray? Why is it so ashy? For y'all if you think I'm being unprofessional, no. That screen we tested so much stuff. I've done more testing on this spray paint than he's done himself. Because I own more projectors than you. Man, if I had to paint that giant screen over here with this paint up, oh my, I couldn't imagine, man. I'd be really tipped off, man. I'd have to take you to court. Forget PayPal. Forget putting charge back. I'm taking you to court. Destiny. Gameplay. This is a game you play, right? Oh, great goodness. And Danny gonna read. Yeah, it's in black, right? The bungee that comes up in black. We got this game. Actually, I can get this game downloaded for free on my phone. I'm gonna download it, show you how it's supposed to look like. I've seen them play this game before. That game is supposed to be. Those are black levels, not freaking gray levels. She was Louise, and I've seen it come just like this on the screen, washed out. Along with this, I kind of got to set up for a minute. You can't be playing this game on a great screen. What scroll you missing? Alright. That's what I told you. Gaming requires 100% gaming. It does. It requires it. The game Destiny he plays, yeah, we're watching our other end. He's showing off some gameplay. He's good at the game. He is. He's really good at the game. I don't doubt that, but the game looks horrible on the screen.
This place is an old cosmodrome. A Russian
gray screen can't pick it up. Oh, I've played this before. I've made a demo of it. Oh, we pointed to that dark area. That gray screen's not gonna do well in there. Told you. That's why you don't play video games with gray screens that don't read correctly.
But first, I need to find your weapon. Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna download this and play it. Look at this. Watch this.
Careful. They're all around us.
That's why you have to be in the dark doing the gaming, because the colors don't come in correctly.
It's a risk, but I'll get us more light.
That's a huge, massive. Hold on for a minute. I'm coming back in. We gotta do a video on this. I got time to kill. I'm charging my phone right now. I gotta get the other one on the charge. I gotta be out. But we gotta talk about this right here. That's why I explained to y'all. Gray screens are horrible, man. The game Destiny on a freaking gray screen is a big no. Any gaming on it is a no. We'll be back. All right. I'm gonna do one on this one next. We're gonna be using this setup for a while, so I'm definitely gonna be doing some more demonstrations on our technology, our cinematic, ultimate black cinematic versus the I don't know. I'm just gonna call it the refusal Metallica mix, because that's pretty much what it is. All right, gotta go.